But now it's time to get into the news section of the show where we talk about new music releases and hip hop news and current events. But let's start off with the music releases. Kirko Bangz, Choose Self, May 21st. You have no
Kirko,
anticipation for this at all.
Kirko, Bangs. Nah, bro. I'm good. Shout out to Kirko though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Local Texas artist. Not I'm not the one that's gonna listen to his music, but shout out to him for continue to make music and make a living for his family. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I'll pass on
Uh,
that.
yeah, I know you would. I just wanted to put it in here because obviously no one's going to be talking about this. And
Hmm.
Kirko Bangz, like, the album came up in my Spotify upcoming pre-save thing. I'm like, all right, cool. And I saw that he had a vinyl for pre-order. I'm like, all right, let me see like what the pricing is on that. I saw the pricing on that be $99. I'm like, oh, you must
Oh, his
believe me.
vinyl.
Yeah, it's a signed vinyl. But I'm like, oh,
Mm,
you must believe in yourself. You
mm.
have to. For $99, we don't know what we getting. You haven't been absent for the last few years, but you haven't been making any noise for the last few years like that either. $99 for a signed vinyl? Mainstream artists ain't even doing that, B. So I'm just like, you must believe in yourself because you can
Hey,
only really do that if you have a cult following.
is it color vinyl at least?
Yeah, I think it's like gold
Oh,
or opaque, whatever they call it.
boy,
But
try
yeah,
to make that money back. How many he press? How many he press?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, he's trying to make. Is it gatefold?
I don't think so.
It's not a gatefold. He not trying to make his money back.
I don't think
Gatefold
so.
color 99. It has to be gatefold for him to like want 99 for it because he trying to get that bread back. I want how many they
Uh,
pressed up.
Yeah, I do too. But also it's signed though. So that's
Yeah,
what's making me like, did you put out a lot of them? I'm trying to look it up right now as we talk.
yeah, but yeah, I
Um,
don't know because
everything
when
is
you
on
do
my
stuff
phone right now.
when you do stuff like that, be
So yeah,
you trying to make a little
the
bread.
sign the signed vinyl is kind of like silverish gold. It's
Okay.
$99, limited edition. You can also buy the album, the digital album B for
Hmm.
$99.99. So you can get a week before release. You
Oh,
can get the merch bundle where you get the shirt, you get a signed poster and the CD for 149. Um,
hmm.
You could get the choose yourself bundle pack where you get a lanyard. Maybe it's for an access pass or something. Box set, all that,
Dude,
399. And you could get the
he's in.
$1,000 bundle pack too, if you want.
Oh, he's independent, right?
I assume so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's trying to get that bread. Hey, I'm not hating the game. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Do
I'm
your
not
thing,
hating it
bro.
either, but this is gonna be very you have to have a strong fan base, I feel, if you want to warrant this price. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta
I'm not
have
saying
some
you have to
type
have
of
the
cult,
biggest.
like a
Exactly.
cult
That's what I was
following,
saying.
kind of like a Makami.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really like a Griselda type gang happening
no,
because
I'm saying like Makami.
mhm,
Makami does that. Gazelda, they put their stuff out. You could get it, but Makami drops all this stuff, $1,000 lighters with a vinyl for like,
mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I
nah,
think
yeah.
Kirko is crazy for this, but he must really believe in himself. If the album is good though, because this is one of those ones where I gotta listen to the album first. Like I can usually if it's like 30, $40, it's an artist I love, I pre-order it. I ain't got no problem
B
with that.
B, I want you to do something. I want you to bookmark that store, and I want us to check it weekly just to see. We should do that every week on the podcast. We're gonna check and see if it's sold. Is it sold out? You know what I'm saying? Did he drop the price?
Uh-huh.
I think we should monitor that. I think
B, I
that'll be
think
a
I
really
should put it in
good.
the paying for $25. Imagine me paying for this $100 and then next week it goes like to 30 the week of
Yeah.
release. Oh, I'd be so
That's what
mad.
that's what
I'd
that's
be
what I'm
so
trying
mad
to
because one
say.
payment would have paid for the whole thing.
let's let's watch it. Let's actually document the process of
Uh-huh.
this.
I bookmarked it. So I
You
got it on my
bookmarked it.
bookmarks right now. Yeah,
All
so
right,
it's gonna be
we
right on
got
my little homepage.
so we got to keep that in the notes just to make sure we do our weekly check of Kurt Cobain's merch, vinyl, all the sales. Okay, we got to make sure that sells out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It is. I'm not hating on it, but especially if you're independent. No, he is independent because I remember he
Yeah,
was talking
yeah,
about the label issues and stuff like that on one of his albums. But
yeah.
yeah, this to me, this the I guess he has something happening on the 24th, an event access pass plus meet and greet, $249. And on the lanyard it says free entry. Free entry, I paid for that. What you mean? Yeah.
Woo.
Let me get off of Killer Kirko Bangz for that though.
Yeah.
Next thing, DaBaby. Please say DaBaby Volume One. He came out with a mixtape. I had an actual coworker telling me about this after I already knew that this came out. But yeah,
Hmm.
this on live mixtapes, YouTube and SoundCloud. It's literally like an old school mixtape vibes where he's going over different people's beats, rapping on it.
Hmm.
If you like DaBaby, you'll like this. But if you know what comes with DaBaby, that same timey flow that he usually does, same subject matter, nothing too different. He's rapping over the local hottest beats of right now. So yeah, I know you're not interested in this, but I wanted to bring it up because no one else is talking about it.
No.
I know. Look, I can look at this stuff and I already know if you're interested in it or not.
Hey, but you put it on there though, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, because no
Somebody
one
got to
else
talk
is.
about it. Yeah,
I
somebody got to
agree.
talk about
I
it.
also forgot Meg Thee Stallion came out with a new song this weekend too. I think it's called Wherever or Whenever.
B, B,
Everybody has been trashing it, as they should though.
B. They say she's
Not
a
because it's
female,
a woman. Yeah,
but they said she
exactly.
the
I
female to
agree.
baby.
That's
She
why
put
I
out the
brought this
same
up.
song.
That's literally why I
Yeah.
brought this up. Meg has been making the same song for 3 to 4 years. I liked her last two albums, not the deluxe that she put out last year with that album last year, but I thought
Hmm.
the last album was good. I thought her album before that, Trauma Scene, was good. The only two good projects she has in her discography besides the Tina Snow one, but besides that, it's all samey. And I get it. There's a place and time for that. But guess what? And I know people like to call me a misogynist when I said this about the women rappers, even though I've said this plenty of times, and I've killed the male rappers about this even more. It's y'all are such a smaller sample size that you have to stand out from each other a lot more. A lot of these guys, yeah, a lot of them sound the same, but I could at least go to someone like a Fly Anakin, be a Pink
Hmm.
Sifu. They're not gonna be
Yeah,
making the
yeah.
same thing as a Moneybag Yo or a Finesse two times. You get what I'm saying,
Hmm.
B? It's way easier for me to find the unique voices than it is for me to find the same timey voices. For me
Yeah, cause
personally.
yeah, cause like you could find female artists that's not making that type of rap, but like you said, it's not many of them, but they're out
Mhm.
there. Um, I think one of these, I don't
Rhapsody
want to
and
say
Shay
probably,
Noir. I just want to put those out
yeah.
there. Great
What's that?
rappers.
Um, one thing I
Jean Grey.
wanted to say. No. I wasn't talking about the women no
Oh,
more. I'm talking
okay.
about the women, but not in this. Like, I'm still talking about the women. But B, remember last year we had that discussion about women hip hop and like where it's at and like where it's gonna be. I
Hmm.
think we should revisit it like later on down the line this year because I don't know, but it looked a little skeleton. Look a little,
Hmm.
look like a like it looked like a crackhead. It looking a
Hmm.
little thin. Hip hop
Hmm.
already looking a little thin, but
Hmm.
you know
They
what I'm
about to
saying. So
suffer even worse. But B, what about Sexy Red's latest single though?
what? Bro, nobody
Have you
talking
not
about
heard
that.
her?
Bro, that
But
whole
B, it's all over on
bro, they
TikTok. People are
bro, they
making
gave her
trends of it.
B, they gave her Bruno Mars and it didn't pop off. Fat,
Facts.
juicy, and wet. Nothing, bro. Nothing. I
Facts.
was talking about that
Facts.
the other day with my wife. Like, bro, like that
I had a
song was
coworker
supposed to
talking to
be
me
it.
about that.
Like, you got Bruno Mars. This supposed to be out of here. Nowhere. Nowhere.
Bruno Mars literally had a debt to pay off at Las Vegas or something. He was like, "Yo, this is the one favor from that, and it'll pay
and,
off all his debt."
and he had a big song last year with Lady Gaga.
But that's Lady Gaga though.
I know, but I'm
What the
saying,
f does she know about cameras?
what the? She know about cameras. She the creative director at Polaroid. What a
Classic.
Gaga? What the? That was classic. But look, my whole thing is, if you give an artist Bruno Mars beat, it has to have some type of tick. They got nothing. That's when you know it looks scary. You know what
But
I'm
like I
saying?
said, B, it was on radio when it came out and around that time. It was heavily on radio. Even though we knew it was gonna, I think we already know, we talked about this before, certain named artists are gonna be on the radio when they put out something new for what it is.
But B, look, okay, look. I'm
It
gonna
didn't
give
make no
you
noise
this.
though. I agree with you. I
I know
agree.
I'm gonna give you this analogy, right? Picture of Sinners was white.
Mm.
I'm just
Mm.
saying that movie would not saying the movie struggling, but if that movie was Sinners with white folk and it was an original film, come on, bro. B, it would have did 300 this week
Mhm.
domestically.
Mhm.
Come on.
And it would have
I'm
just
just
been a
saying.
horror movie. It would have literally been a bad horror movie.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
it.
again, you want to see white people sharecropping, B?
No, B, come on. It'd be prohibition days. You know what I'm saying? They'd be
Oh,
selling it,
I
you
thought
know
you
what I mean?
about to
It'd be
say
a
the
little different.
industrial. I thought you about to say the industrial time. They be working on railroads
Bro,
and stuff like that.
albeit be the other side. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. But yeah, Young Thug's supposed to be coming out with Scuti May 9th. I know Mariah the Scientist, I believe, has alleged that she's supposed to be on the album as well. You're not hyped for this, but they did come out with a new song. Thug and Future came out,
You
sampling
listen
their,
to it?
their most iconic song. I mean, video. Yeah, I listened to it.
B, did you
Hearing
listen to
the
Jit
song,
song?
I forgot. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen
Yeah.
to it tonight. I'm gonna have to listen to it
Okay,
tonight.
okay,
But yeah,
okay.
but when it comes to the Ooey Scooty song, especially with what Young Thug was saying, this sounds it sounds like stereotypical trap song, a
Mm-hmm.
stereotypical trap song that you hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have that pizzazz of like, oh, it's Future and Thug. Like you get what I'm saying? It doesn't have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
pizzazz. It was a
I
cool
know.
song. Would I bump it in the whip? Of course. Shout out to FIFO. But this don't have a lot of replay value for me. But I do
Mm-hmm.
like the fact of if you see that girl with an AP, that is not my chick. She belong to the streets. Like, having that in
Yeah.
the song is iconic. But besides that, to me, that was the highlight. But yeah, to me, Ooey Scooty, I'm just wondering what is this going to foretell for the album itself, especially with it coming out probably I think next week.
Just gonna throw shots at Ghana. These niggas
Yeah,
they
I mean
rats, they telling.
yeah, that and the little interview that he came out with recently that where he was all Kanye slash masked up. He was talking about we used to make movies. Now it's not movies no more, something like that. I'm just like, all right,
Alright. Alright, young
yeah. But B,
gangster.
go ahead. Let me know what let me know what albums is dropping this week. B, I see some heat in
so
there.
so allegedly we have Little Baby's dropping Dominic. I don't know if this is gonna drop. I don't know. But right now it says it's dropping on Friday.
You heavily
Um
anticipating it?
I'm heavily not anticipating this.
Mm, mm. Okay,
I
okay.
know you're gonna listen to it. I know you're a huge Little Baby fan.
I used to be
You told
B.
me Lil Baby was Tupac of this generation.
He is.
Especially
He
when he
is.
came out with
Well, really, not him. You mean Glockaveli. That's what you mean. That's the
we
Tupac
go
of this
B,
generation.
we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So the next album we got Key Glock, Glockaveli dropping Friday as
So,
well.
can
I
I talk
think
about the controversy behind this album
yeah,
or a
talk
little
about
bit
it.
of
Talk about
mess?
it.
So, you know how he's been having the vinyl pre-order up for a little while now. He's, I believe, distributing through Empire, things like that. A few weeks ago, like a month ago, the vinyl was out on the floor at a store. So it was readily available to purchase. So people
No,
was
you mean at
able
the
to like at the
at,
vinyl store, at a actual record store.
for real?
Yeah, it was all on Twitter like, oh, someone let this album out early. It was literally him with the little thorn crown.
Mm-hmm.
It was this album that was out on the shelf on the floor, like readily
I didn't
available to purchase.
notice.
Yeah, so this was like one of the talks that was happening a month ago. So everybody's like, "Oh, they putting it out. They don't really respect Key Glock, yada yada yada." Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, "Dang, people still getting the album this early now? The
That's
way vinyl pre-orders be
crazy.
happening, be we don't get the album until 6 months later. So I'm surprised that the vinyl was even there."
But I know
But yeah,
Empire
that's
really
kind of
well on but I'm saying Empire really well of like distributing and like getting the stuff out there. Like, the week of the album drop, sometimes Empire stuff is in stores, they'll post. But maybe they already had the box sent out and somebody didn't get the memo and they dropped it a month early. I did not know anything about that. Because
Mhm.
Empire is one of the distribution companies that if they not having a pre-order, if an album come out, that joint be in stores like that week.
Yeah.
Like they
Mhm.
pretty good at that. So that's
Mhm.
crazy. I hear nothing about this. So
Yeah.
did anybody leak the album online?
I'm pretty sure someone has, but I don't want to be like that. It's Key Glock.
Yeah. But Glock got a, I mean? He got a little
He got a
fan
little
base,
fan
man.
base, just like Lil Babies.
Yeah, yeah. I like Key Glock though. I don't listen to him
These are people
like
who
that,
still
but
have to Google everything to get on the internet, B. They got Google the website. They got to Google google.com probably. But yeah, yeah, I'm not anticipating this. I might listen to it to see if it's quality raccoon tunes. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to see if
mm-hmm.
it's quality raccoon tunes. But I'm not anticipating this.
All right.
This is gonna be one of
Check
those
it out.
things that I play, and usually when I'm in the car and I'm playing a new album, if I get out the car, I pause the music. But for
Mm-hmm.
this something I'll just let it keep playing, and then I'll get back in the cars because I'm not missing anything. When you're in a movie B and you want to pause the movie because you don't want to miss a scene. Now
Mm-hmm.
this is the moment where you still go to the bathroom, you make a snack or whatever, and just keep letting the movie play. Like, there's no reason for me to pause this. I'm not missing out on anything. You get what I'm saying? Be like, this is one of them type of albums right here. Like, you know, I'm sorry, but you
I totally know I totally know you saying, bro. It's like when I listen to a Gucci Man album. It's the same, you know.
all right, see now you being disrespectful.
It's
Okay, let's move on, man, because you just being disrespectful now. Without Gucci, Key Glock can't walk. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Without Gucci, Lil Baby can't walk. I'm just saying.
all right.
Man, let's get
You're
on to the
wild.
hip hop news and current events, man. Lil Uzi was rushed to the hospital. One of my coworkers told me, he said, Chase, you go, man. He said, you go went to the hospital. I said, yeah, Lil Uzi. I was like, I literally just got one of his vinyls in my
Hmm.
possession the other day. But yeah, Lil Uzi was rushed to the hospital. But ever since we put this news in the actual notes itself, he has been looking to be in better spirits and in better health. So happy for that. But I don't think they really determined what was the cause of
Cause
why he
yeah.
went to the hospital. But I'm glad that he's doing better. You get what I'm saying?
All I saw was Kanye say Uzi's good. I guess he hit up Uzi.
I don't know about Kanye. Is Kanye's word any type of
He's
good nowadays? B?
he sent the screenshot of the message of him and Uzi. He's like Uzi's
I
good.
don't.
I'm like, all right, Kanye's
There's no telling what Kanye was texting Uzi
yeah.
before then. He probably deleted a whole bunch of stuff. But besides that, let's go on a lighter note. OutKast and Salt-N-Pepa have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is a W for Black music and Black culture.
This when you cue the claps, B.
What does the
The
company say?
applause.
What does the company man say? 9 second,
If
9 second
applause,
applause.
applause for that. Yeah.
9 second applause. But
Hey,
yeah,
two
this is
seconds applause.
really dope. This is really dope. It's just great to know that my vote went towards something. B
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
results. Yeah, because I actually did vote
Hmm.
on them being inducted. But yeah, this is dope for Outkast and Salt-N-Pepa. Salt-N-Pepa is a group that no one really talks about, especially when it comes to women in hip hop. But Outkast being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One, this is a W for the South because we're from the
Hmm.
South. This is a W for us. We stay
Hmm.
winning in hip hop. But yeah, this is really dope. And I know some people were trying to make it the Big Boy versus Andre 3000 discussions. I'm just like, can we just not be happy for both of them? They are
Facts.
together inducted into the Hall of Fame as Outkast. That's what they are. This is the group that they created. Let's just be happy for them. This is what they
Hmm.
wanted, most likely. I know Big Boy has been campaigning for this for a little while now. So I'm just really
Hmm.
happy to see that they're both getting the respect and the love that they deserve.
Yeah, shout out to both of them, man. So dope. They both duos. Well, kind of like a trio with Salt and Pepper because they have they DJ. What's her name? Spinnerella. I could be wrong about that. Spinnerella. I think that's her name. But yeah,
Mhm.
one thing why I think Salt and Pepper's not mentioned mostly because they have like big hits and stuff, but they wasn't the actual like penning everything. They had like a I forgot his name, but the producer worked closely with them with writing some of the lyrics and things like that. And
Mhm.
they know them because they Empire. I say Empire. They help catalyst of like starting females in hip hop, especially in the
Mhm.
mainstream. But no doubt about it, they are a legendary duo, man. A legendary group, Salt and Pepper. So Salt and Pepper and Outkast. This is really dope for the sport of hip hop, for the genre, and we just want to look forward to more artists to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Maybe me one day. You know what I'm
Speaking of legends, lastly, Keyshia Cole going on tour for her 20th anniversary of her debut album, The Way It Is. Just wanted to put this in there because one, I don't think we've ever had the reason to speak on Keyshia Cole. So to put her in the news cycle
saying? Hey,
on the show, what are you about to say? What are you about to say?
I'm just saying she has one of the greatest songs. B. I'm just saying, should have
Which
cheated.
song?
Fire. Should have cheated.
Oh.
I should have lied. I should have cheated. I said I would have went out to the club.
But
No,
yeah, she's
bro.
going on. Go ahead.
No. Before you go, it's one song she had with Diddy. That's fire. I love that song. It goes, it's like, dang, how that freaking song go? I'm blinking. But it's
I
Diddy. Diddy produced that joint. That joint fire to me.
I don't want
Keep
to be like
going, man.
this, B, but
Keep going. I'm gonna
If
find
Diddy
it.
produced it, it most likely is fire.
Yeah. Hold up, keep going, B. I'm about to find it real quick. I
Hey,
got it.
hey, if R. Kelly put his pen to it, what did
Hey,
Drake say to Kendrick? Baby Key put his pen to it. Hey,
it's only
when R.
good with
Kelly put
baby.
his pen to it, hey, I'm
Oh
not gonna
my
lie. When
god.
R. Kelly put his pen to it, when Diddy produced it, two nasty men, but they goddamn new music. But yeah, Keisha Cole, going on tour for the 20th anniversary of her debut album. Like I said, we never had a reason to talk about her, but I actually never fully listened to this album. I'll be real. Obviously, we're gonna know the Keisha Cole hits, but
I
I don't
found
know the
it. I
album. What
found
is the
it.
song? What's the song, B?
Last night, I didn't even get no answer. You
What's the
remember
name
this?
of it?
I tried to call. It's called Last Night.
Off of what? Off of what album?
It's off of Just Like You. I remember the scene when she used to have, because she used to have a reality show on BET with her mom and her sister.
I
And
remember
I,
that.
and I remember her and Diddy was in the studio when they was doing this song. Diddy was like, "Nah, you gotta put more pain into it." I remember this, bro, back in like what? I was like in 06, 07 or somewhere around there. But dog, last night I didn't even get no answer. I'm just
Oh, okay.
saying,
I know what album this
yeah,
is. This
I
is the one
tried
with
to,
her eyes in it. And
yeah,
it's
bro.
off a Diddy album, Press Play. Nasty man. Nasty
Yeah,
man.
hey, that song, heater. But now the way it is, man, my mom played Keyshia Cole so much, bro. Oh my God, like, come on,
Yeah.
this stuff, those first two albums are engraved in my head. Like, if I hear those, I'm like, I know it.
So you
But
gonna
yeah,
pre-order the vinyl?
maybe
I actually pre-ordered it. Yeah.
you did.
Hmm.
I might. Heaven Sent is
And
fire,
Brandy,
man,
her Aphrodisiac album went on pre-order as well. I had to do that
for
as
real.
well.
I
For
just
the
haven't been
culture.
buying. I haven't been buying no vinyl, man. I've been buying
But
those
you're a cassette
CDs and
man.
those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
them
a CD
CDs and
man.
the CDs and cassettes, man. I'm waiting on some stuff. Hopefully it delivered before I actually officially move. Like, I don't know if I might have to contact some of the companies and see if I can get it readdressed, I guess,
Hmm.
readdressed to the new address.
Yeah. I could
But
I
yeah,
could
man,
I
shout
could
out to Keyshia
talk to you
Cole.
about that after the
All
show.
right,
But yeah.
all right, bet.
But yeah, shout out to Keyshia Cole, celebrating her 20th anniversary. I remember when, she was dating Huncho or whatever, and she was moving all funny after their breakup. People was like, Keyshia Cole ain't acting like she's Keyshia Cole. I'm just like,
I mean, she got a little older and she's looks a little different now. I don't
Mhm,
know, man. She just don't seem like the old Keisha Cole, man. Her dating this young dude, and I don't know. I just think most, older, people trying to date younger kind of always leading to the bad light. I'm not trying to speak on that what's going on right now, but
mhm.
I'm just
Which
saying
one? Wait, AB, which one?
with Sharp.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant Tracy Ellis.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah. One day, B, I'm telling you, we gonna start getting that bag talking about everything that's going on. I swear.
Everything social commentary
Hey,
wise.
everything, bro. Hey, I'm telling you.
Hey, we might have to detach that from this show. I know that
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Most definitely, B.
Guys would come here for the hip hop takes only. The hip hop takes
Hip
only.
hop only.
But yeah, that's about it for any of the hip hop news and current events that we have going on in hip hop. Let us know what y'all have been listening to. What are y'all hyped for and stuff that y'all are happy for in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.